Alright, hello everyone. Hello. I'm gonna play Paper IO because I like Paper IO. I absolutely adore Paper IO. It's so much fun. I love it. I love it so much. Uh, and I'm just gonna play and see how much of the map I can get. I actually got the entire map yesterday. Well, 99.99%, which was unsatisfying. I should have gone around the whole thing just to make sure that I got everything. Turns out there was a 0.01% that I missed. Tragic. Now, what do I title myself? Great. Now, hmm. Let's go for the, You know what? Let's go for the cake. Is it gonna go? Come on. Here I am. Here I am. You can see up in the corner, best is 99.99%. That's just because I didn't close the tab yet after beating it yesterday. I plan to obliterate these people, okay? Now, there is a shortage of Paper IO tryhards in this internet, okay? There is a shortage. A severe shortage of Paper IO tryhards. Okay? You know, my friends told me that there was only maybe one Paper IO tryhard in the world, and it was probably me. Okay, my friends said one Paper IO tryhard. Ignore that I probably just did a jump cut to a little bit farther, and now I have a kill. Somebody came into the room. Uh, yeah, no, my friend said there's only one Paper IO tryhard, and I'd like to change that. Okay, I need competition. Okay, see, I already have the crown, and I will be keeping it for the rest of this game, very possibly. Okay, and that's not bragging. I'm it's okay until I die. I'm probably gonna keep this thing. That's just what keeps happening. I want competition. I want Paper IO tryhards. Okay? Cause Paper IO kind of brings out the worst in me. Okay? I start quoting war tactics and talking about defending my borders. Okay? It brings out the worst. Cause people do that and it becomes very difficult not to just it becomes difficult not to laugh. It's a little mean. I don't want to be mean. But as you can see as this video goes on, I'm already at 10%. You can think, hey, maybe this will be a short video. Some things I have learned about playing Paper IO is when you get a lot of the map, the more of the map that one person has claimed, the more that the game spawns people really, really close together, and it tries to spawn in the usual amount of people. And so all the people are really small and very, very deadly. They're everywhere, and it slows down progress and conquest by quite a significant margin because everyone is everywhere the more map you have. It's really difficult to avoid all these little guys. The little guys are the most deadliest thing in Paper IO. I like Paper IO because when you get to a high amount of stuff, it doesn't get harder for people to kill you. They can just kill you. It stays a thing of skill the entire game. The whole game. It's lovely. Okay, I'm gonna try and bait this guy. Oh, this is not allowed. So there we go with that. This guy here is a problem for me. And I need him to die. I need him to go away. I love the little sparkles when you're taking somebody else's land. I love it so much. It's This guy's just not defending his borders at all. What are you doing? This guy seems actually... no, I was about to say difficult to kill. But no. No one is difficult to kill in Paper IO. Everyone is a one-hit KO. Everybody. And I mean everybody. So am I. Okay? Life is fragile and temporary in the world of Paper IO, and that's what makes it so great. Okay? You know at any moment you could lose all of your hard work, your 40 minutes of Paper IO. Okay? You could accidentally knock yourself out of the game. It's really easy. So I'm playing Paper IO. Okay? And the battle tactics get really intense for me. I know that I'm playing against a bunch of toddlers, and that's when it's most important to bring out your Sun Tzu battle tactics, is when you're up against toddlers. Okay? A lot of my videos, it becomes incredibly obvious that I am an avid Technoblade video rewatcher. But I mean, he's just full of wisdom. Okay? Full of wisdom. Now, when I'm playing Paper IO, I like to go about this in like a sort of grid sort of format, so that my borders are like non-confusing straight lines. You know, I like to go about it in like a grid type of format. Whoop, bye. Okay. It's really important to make sure that you get all the sides possible. Very, very important. Because if you don't, then people just, like, encroach. For some reason, people just, like, encroach. Every time. If you don't get the corner somewhere, if there's even a little bit of corner, someone will just go, what? And then they'll take a ridiculously large amount of your stuff. Like, every time. I'm probably saying nonsense. Oh, this guy was playing yesterday. Paper IO tryhard? Come on. Live in fear. Okay, I've already got 20% of the map. I need a rival. I need a rival. I need someone worthy. Worthy of my effort. Worthy of my terror, possibly. Okay, I need someone to battle against. For my enrichment. Are you a worthy rival? Are you? You're just kind of avoiding me. Someone's encroaching on my territory. When someone starts it, you gotta stop them. You can't just ignore them. Okay, when someone starts encroaching, you have to kill them. Immediately. They cannot be allowed to continue. Or you die. Now, ignoring that, because I'm the greatest Paper IO tryhard ever to have lived. Ever to have lived. Ignoring that. Oh, gosh. Taking this guy's lands. I want my 20% of the map back. See, you can lose anything in an instant in Paper IO. Well, not anything. It's a very specific thing you can lose, and that's all of your lands. Yeah, a good amount of these people were playing yesterday. So either they are bots or people who regularly play Paper IO. Nice. Now I'm just gonna start just encroaching very aggressively at people. You think you're the best? Are you? Are you? Are you the best? I'm not interested in any of this open space, okay? I want your stuff. That's what I want. I want your land. And now you're dead. Okay? This is what I'm doing. I'm just gonna start encroaching at people. I'm just gonna start very, very aggressively just taking everyone's land. You don't get land. That's my land. Okay? You thought you could live in peace? No, nobody gets to live in peace. Oh, you thought you could encroach on me? I am the one who encroaches. Okay? Now you shall know destruction. Now you shall know just the fear of ever encroaching darkness. I am just going to take your land, all of it. And now you're dead. That's what you get when you encroach at me. That's what happens. Okay, I'm going after this little ducky guy now. Okay, no one's safe. Okay? You can run, but you can't hide because literally all of your map is just stationary. I'll get you eventually. Well, nearly. Nearly. See, this is a thing. You learn about hubris when you play Paper.io. You learn about hubris because you start getting into the trash talk and you forget that you can be killed too. You too are mortal. You too have a body that is vulnerable to attack and destruction. You know? People forget that a king is also a person and therefore can die. I don't know what I'm going on about. See, Paper.io brings out the monologuing in me and I start saying weird stuff that makes no good sense. Okay, it brings out the monologue where I say stuff that probably means nothing at all, but like sounds wise, maybe in the moment if you're not paying attention hard enough. New victim. New victim. Sucks for you. Okay, the trick with the encroaching is just stay as far away from them as possible. That's the trick with Paper.io in general. This is how you play Paper.io. These are the rules of the game. Alright, who's going after me? It's up here somewhere, I think. No, it's down there. It's down there. Alright, DBT Cameron. Goodbye, DBT Cameron, whoever you are. Live in fear, the lot of you. All shall fall to my papery blade. Okay? Death by paper. None shall escape my wrath. Not even Yan Cat. I say none, I mean none. Die. Man, see, Paper.io brings out the worst in me. Okay, I get aggressive. I get real intense. Okay, and I'm nearly back up to my 20%. I need to get myself to a corner. I need to get myself to the sides of the map real quick because I now have the tactical disadvantage of having all of the sides vulnerable to attack. I need to make sure that I get to a corner and soon. Okay, people are now encroaching. People are attacking. See, this is what I mean. am awesome. Thank you. Goodbye. This is what happens. I need to secure my friggin' northern border. You'd think, but this is the southern border. I need to secure my northern border because my northern border is closer. And because when you don't secure your northern border, then, you know... Okay, y'all get the point. My borders are vulnerable. I, as a lone warrior, am mighty, but my borders alone lie undefended. Okay? So I need to get myself to the top of the map. Is Freddy Fazbear encroaching on my territory? See? Someone at my northern border. It's Spider-Man. It's not Spider-Man anymore. And here's my border. Here's the top of the map. There's Freddy Fazbear. And now I have the top of the map. I'm gonna try and focus this for a little bit until I can fill in this gap at the bottom here. And I'm just gonna try to make a nice, secure stronghold. Okay, because if it's too thin, some rando's just gonna, like, sweep through it and just get rid of my entire hold on the north. Tragic. This is technically not north. But I say north because it's up. So, north. See, now this is a pretty good border that I've gotten here. New victim. America. Oh, man. I guess that's what happens when you try to single-handedly fight the entirety of America. Tragic. Tragic. How could this happen to me? This is the charm. This is the charm. I've got it. Okay, I can do it. I can do it. See, this is hubris. You learn about hubris. Fancy yourself a king, do you? Not much longer. Okay, you may have picked up my crown when I dropped it. You are not keeping it. This is mine. False ruler. Oh, hey, not anymore. Now it's this pink guy. But I have decided on a victim. I cannot forgive for the heinous crime of possessing my crown. Like I'm a Disney villain. You have laid your hands upon my crown, and now you shall face the dire, dire consequences of just dying. Like, I didn't even do that. Okay, I got in their head. I psyched them out. Here's not even... Why are there 2 people called Sub to Sunday? There are so many people on this server that are called that, like, every day. I feel like it's a bot. Maybe not a bot, but it's really weird. Ah. Dang it. The moment you record, you get really bad at the game. This is what happens. The moment you record, your hubris kicks in and you get really bad at the game. But hey, by proximity, I have slain the king. You know, my spawning in startled him and he died. Hey, stop it with the nationalism. I don't know why people name themselves after their countries in paper IO. Like this is the war front or something. We're not even like why? I don't get it. Unicorn, you die. Okay? No mercy. No mercy for anybody. Everybody is... just everyone shall be destroyed. Except for me. I shall wander the desolate wastes of the fully claimed Paper.io map, monologuing about my own personal greatness. My conquests shall run far and wide. My borders shall not even be borders, they shall just be infinite. Okay, the expanse of my territory shall go on into space even. I say quit it with the nationalism, and then I start talking like this. But the thing is that I'm not a nation. I am a single being conquering a vast expanse of territory. Okay, I'm just like really cool. I'm like a bear in a forest. All of this area, mine. Live in fear. I'm really bad for the ecosystem. I shall be the only one on this. I shall be the only one in this little circle. I am very, very bad for the ecosystem when it comes to Paper.io. Hey. No. Alright, viewers. Alright, loyal Paper.io subjects. Mind not the jump cut. Somebody came into the room again. This Teletubby needs to go away. Can't have that. Can't be having it. They're always the highest threats for some reason, these Teletubbies. I don't know if it's just their terrifying aura. Something about them. Okay, something about them sets me on edge. There's also minions. The minions scare me less. They're more just annoying. But yeah, I'm already back up almost to 20%. I can get to 20%, like, easily. Like, reliably. But then I start getting really hubristic and just, like, attacking people with, like, wild abandon. Just, like, just no care for my own, like, mortal well-being. Okay, that's the problem I was saying earlier. Okay? When one becomes a king and rules with an iron fist, they forget that their heart is still mortal. Okay? Mortal and vulnerable. Okay? Okay? Anything can take you out. This is what happens. Okay? The more power you have and the more enemies you have felled successfully, the less and less you view yourself as a person capable of being defeated. Okay? And you have to make sure that you don't do that. One, because then you become just like a horrible person in real life, but in Paper.io, you don't become a horrible person. You just start trash talking really bad and then die super embarrassingly mid trash talk monologue. Okay? It's very important not to do that. Because that's when you die. That's how you die. Okay, now hey, someone, my borders. How could this happen? How could this happen? How could you do this to me? What? Bye. But yeah, like, I'm making, like, these big, sweeping territory claims. Like, that's how you die. That, or just some rando guy spawns in out of nowhere and just goes for you immediately. Like, I was just born, time to kill. That's the kind of behavior that these Paper.io players are exhibiting, and those are, like, the most close calls that I have on this game, is just some rando that just spawned in when I'm at, like, 50% of the map, just going for me. this person was here yesterday as well. Yay! Regular Paper IO players. But yeah, no, you're threatening my claim to the top of the map. Okay, an important thing with Paper IO is that, like, you have to diminish the amount of sides, like, the amount of perimeter that is attackable. You need to make sure that, okay, if you have just, like, a shape of, like, if you just have, like, some random abstract shape in, like, the center of the map, you're getting attacked by everybody, okay? Everybody is going after you. You're having to go back and forth and back and forth. The better strategy is to claim from one end of the map, like, all the way to the top, like bottom to the top or left to right, and then claim forward a little bit, and then once you've claimed like half the map, go to the top or the bottom and start claiming, like, okay, you try and claim from the bottom to the top, and then just like very slowly move forward, and then when you've got enough, you pick a side of the stuff that you haven't got, and then you like corral it so it looks like so it's just like a quarter of the stuff, okay? And it's, I don't know how to explain it too good, but you claim one whole side of the map, you move forward a little bit, and then you pick one side and neglect the other, and you just move forward really aggressively on that. And then you just corral them into this tiny little space so that there's less and less time and distance that you need to travel your borders. You know, like mathematically, the line between you and any possible attacker needs to be the shortest possible for efficiency reasons, or else it takes 1 bajillion years to claim anything, because you're always moving back and forth and across your borders. You know, and oh no, someone's attacking at the bottom. Oh no, someone's attacking at the top. Oh no, someone's in the middle now. Oh no, an entire chunk out of the southern border again. Oh, look at the top, you know, I say, going back up to the top to get people off my borders. Okay, this person needs to go. You see, this is how it works. See, now I'm nearly at 30%. And people are just taking chunks out of my friggin' border. So I'm just going to be patrolling back and forth, like up and down, until I have enough that I can just start just going top to bottom again. Like a scanning algorithm. Scanning for potential victims. It's great. You know, maybe I should actually start my forward march now. But this is around when I start to get hubristic. I start to view my enemies as mere pawns with not but a measure of my power. You know, that's not a great way to view your enemies in wartime. It's a really bad, stupid way to view your enemies. It's like childhood cartoon supervillain talk. Like that's how the power of friendship like vanquishes you once and for all. This is how you get vanquished. And I don't want to get vanquished, okay? Especially not by Nyan Cat or a minion or Five Nights at Freddy. Getting vanquished is like, what's the anti-to-do list? Like my to-avoid list. To-don't list. That's on my to-don't list, is getting vanquished. Okay, my to-don't list is pretty short, you know? It consists mostly of don't get vanquished and, you know, just various synonyms for being vanquished, you know? What? Yeah, my to-don't list also consists of giving up, letting down, running around, and deserting one. You know, that's also on there. But generally, you know, being vanquished is kind of up there in my, like, top 10 things to don't. So yeah, now I'm continuing my forward march to try and move forward and connect to the other end of the board. But when I do that, it neglects my friggin' like I can do this and then collect more land vertically, or I can go horizontal at it. You know? But you see, if I do that, then, some rando will just decide, oh, my land now. Okay, this is a game where people just like, land is changing hands constantly. You need to be very strong, very, very strong. You need to be a powerful ruler with an iron fist and an iron will. I said earlier, issue is with that is that unless you have like an iron bulletproof or paper-proof vest as well, you're quite vanquishable. Everyone in Paper.io is just so defeatable. It's really, really easy to eliminate people in Paper.io. And someone is at my friggin' border again. And they're dead. Yay. Just my proximity was enough to do it. How lovely. Isn't this such a convenient world we live in? Ooh, Peridot. Nice. Yeah. And now someone's up at my northern frickin' border again. You see, this is how it goes. I don't really have, enough of the map yet to, really secure one side of the map without having to constantly traverse back to the top. Okay, I don't want to be journeying far and wide, but this is the issue with such an expansive territory. You spend all of your time patrolling. Okay? You spend all of your time defending what you have. Technoblade already did this. I don't need to be poetic about it. He already said it. Go watch the Potato War. Okay, this is the issue with owning the entire world, is you have to manage the entire world. Okay, this isn't Paper.io teams. Which is actually a thing. I've played Team Paper.io. It was fun. It was pleasant. Absolutely wild, though. Phew. Okay, who is it, my friggin'... Who's going after me? Where is it? I see that little red situation. Where is it? It's over here. My southern border again. It's always the southern border with these people. Go for the middle, maybe. Wouldn't that be nice? Attack the middle, it's closer to me all the time. Don't go to the entire opposite end of the map. Nobody in the middle wants to attack me. Whoa. See? Look at this. Considerate. So considerate. And now I can get some more, perimeter in the middle. How kind of them. Okay, now who is going after me? It's someone down here. Also convenient. Nice and considerate. It's the new people who do not know to fear me. But yeah, I think I'm gonna get rid of this person. They're a little too big. Oh, this pink guy. Yeah. And now there's someone at my southern border again. See, there is always something with the southern border. It's the least defensible border. I don't know what it is. Every single time I get this amount, it's always the bottom of the map. I don't know what it is. Maybe they're so low down they're desperate for anything they can get down here. Maybe it's symbolic. Ah, man. Dang it. No, I'm gonna play until I get to the friggin' see, I started monologuing. I started monologuing and talking like they were like, you know, like, this is what happens. I say it. Like my territory gets really big and I expand my influence and then I start monologuing and I forget that I am like vulnerable to destruction. Like, I forget that all the same harms I inflict on them are capable of being doled out yet again to me. This is what happens, okay? Power corrupts. This is how it happens. Okay? This is how it works. You can see it in this video. You can see it. Every time that I've been vanquished in this friggin' video, you've seen it. Like, I start monologuing, and then I don't pay attention, okay? Every single time. It's been mid-monologue. It's either because... This might be, like, some kind of conversation... This might be some kind of confirmation bias, because I'm always monologuing when I'm recording and playing Paper I.O., as if this is, like, more than just my first monologue of Paper I.O. recorded. But, I mean, like, when I play Paper I.O., I tend to just monologue. Like some kind of... You know, I tend to monologue a little bit. And I'm back at the top. I'm indestructible. There's somebody down there approaching called Armageddon, but I mean, that probably doesn't mean me, right? I'm probably immune to that, you know? Look at all my material wealth. Clearly, this is indicative that I am indestructible and will always have this level of power and influence. Clearly, my comfortability and power over others now is evidence that I am indestructible and will always have what I have now. Clearly, this must be how it works. Obviously. You know? Why would it be different? Why, you know? Lamau? Imagine dying in Paper I.O. How could this happen? No. You see, because I am so good at this game, I've never died even once in it, and I won't ever at any point in the future. Okay? I'm so good at this game. Live in fear. Okay, this is what happens when you develop an ego. This is what happens. They get you. Twice in a row. Okay, I now have personal beef with Bella the cat. Where are you? Alright, I'm making it my personal mission just to defeat you. If a person vanquishes me twice in Paper hey, they're dead. I got him. That was totally me, guys, right? That was totally me. Okay, I have an aura of destruction around me. Simply by proximity to me, they fall. They fall to my sheer terrifying aura. What am I doing with my life? I'm playing Paper I.O. and monologuing like a supervillain. About the innate temporary nature of power over others leading to your own demise and fall, and then I'm playing Paper I.O. I mean, oh well, such is the nature of the game. Any game with a leaderboard will have this kind of power, okay? You can't put just, like, a dramatic human into a game and not expect them to make some kind of narrative out of it. You know? You know, my resolve may be iron and indestructible, but my crown is that of paper. Okay? My rule is temporary and shall end suddenly and swiftly. It shall be frustrating, and I will be in denial for about, like, a while. Okay? My rule shall end swiftly and deservedly. This is how it works, okay? When I am at the top of everything and feel closest to owning the entire world, I shall be struck down by a member of the people below me. They shall level their weapon toward me, and I shall walk directly into it in the belief that I am immune in my massive amounts of material wealth. Okay? You can't use $1 as a band-aid. And massive expanse of fields that you own will not act as a shield. See, I get poetic and hubristic when I play Paper I.O. This is what happens. I start monologuing about the innate human nature of what happens when you feel too secure in power over others. This is what I do, and it gets kind of repetitive because that's also what I do. Okay, I'm kind of repetitive about stuff. You know, a little bit redundant. I tend to say the same things over and over in different ways. Okay? The same words will be spoken from my mouth, and I will act like they mean different stuff, but they don't. I'll act like I'm being original, but I won't be. It's almost like I'm being a little bit redundant. Okay? I'm also stealing from Word Girl. I'm stealing from Word Girl right now. I'm stealing a Word Girl plotline. But yeah, no. Paper I.O. is an exercise in maintaining your humility. Okay? Because you see just how quickly power can corrupt a person. You see just how quickly that as your field of view on your little computer screen expands and your enemies seem ever smaller and the little map seems so large, you seem to lose touch. It happens so fast you don't even notice, and then when you are swiftly cut down by Paper Blade, set back down to 1% of the map, you are very, very suddenly humbled. It happens. So easily. Okay, I think everybody should play Paper I.O. or something like it every now and again, just to experience how it feels. The power high followed by swift descent. Okay, it's like I'm microdosing Greek tragedy. Okay, microdose tragedy today. It's like a vaccine. Someone is attacking my eastern freaking border. No, my eastern border. Two someones. Yeah, I think this is the last game I'll play before I go and like tend to IRL responsibility of sorts. But like, okay, this is the Paper I.O. monologue. A lot of my videos are just going to be random monologues on different stuff. You know, Paper I.O. is just so nice. It's so pleasant. It's enrichment to me. You know? Let's play Conquer World. Yeah, I feel like there's competitive Paper I.O. Like, are there Paper I.O. lobbies? Like, oh, who has been going after my freaking... This is what happens. I need to cement my western border. I need to make contact with the concrete solid wall at the end of the board. And someone is coming after my eastern border again. Every time. I know that I'm cake themed. My eastern border cannot be that yummy. Stop taking it. It's mine. My eastern border. I sound like a frustrated warlord. It's like, no, that's my eastern border. You can't have it. It's mine. But yeah, Paper.io is so much fun. I love this game. Oh, hey, what's this? The western edge of the board? Oh, what's this? I'm indestructible forever and will never be dethroned? What's this? I should be crowned Emperor of Rome for life? Beautiful. Perfect. Nothing can stop me now. I said, nothing can stop me now. Am I not being struck down by lightning? When's it gonna hit? Where's the lightning? Not in real life, though, please. I'm playing a video game. Proportional lightning strike. In Minecraft. In Minecraft. There's a person just titled Bye. You know, not to be egotistical, yesterday when I was playing, I killed the same, I think it was the same player probably, a good amount of times. And then somebody with their same player skin, but with a new name showed up, and they were Crown Slayer. And this was when I probably had, a good 50 to 80% of the map, some point around there. And I feel like that might be personal. Because really, imagine you're probably 12 or something. You log into Paper.io, and somebody titled Live in Fear owns 80% of the map. It's like being born in the world. It's probably a similar feeling to that. It's probably like being born and expecting to live in capitalism. You know, hey, 25% of the map. Yeah. What? Hey, there it is. There it is. See? Mid-celebration, I'm dethroned. Good luck, random pizza. So yeah, this has been a nice game of Paper.io. I'm now gonna go about the rest of my day. Bye! Hope you can see my cursor. I'm waving. Bye!